time I'm doing a voiceover. Like, I get so excited. But yeah, we're doing komots pasta tonight. This was a compilation of 2 weeks, to be honest. Well, not really 2 weeks, but like at least let me see, like 6, 7. Well, that's a week, bro. I'm sorry, but yeah, we're just doing oh my god, I guess so. I'm so nervous, you guys, can you tell? But I'm doing komo pasta here. This was like a seafood pasta. This was my first time trying this recipe. I actually got this from a chef, like an alkaline chef on Instagram. So I really wanted to try it out, like tweaking it in my own way. She didn't put the recipe, but like when I saw the image, like I kind of put two and two together. So what she did mention though was that which I freaking missed to put it in the video, but I forgot to put what actually makes it taste like seafood pasta. Like I didn't show it to you guys, but I will be cooking this again and I'll show you guys the recipe properly. I basically just used coconut milk, as you guys saw was the main ingredient, and just herbs and spices. And yeah, that's really it. And it was so yummy, you guys. Komo flour, spell flour, rye flour, teff flour, and all of these flours, you guys, are Asian. They're all Asian grains. I believe teff flour is from like Ethiopia, and I know that we West Africans, we have fonio. You guys, can you believe that Northerners, that's the Hausa people, they've always had fonio? I think they call it acha or achi or something like that, or something like that, sha. But yeah, fonio is really good. You can make it like porridge, swallow, like it's so great. And these flours are very versatile, and they're also very nutritious for you. They digest faster than a regular flour. So I'm just mixing in a bunch of my flour. It's a vibe, okay? Like mixing it up is I just love mixing them up than just using one particular flour. Just put in some grapeseed oil, of course, and then some sparkling water. And then I just use some sparkling water. Mixing everything up together. That was not all I did, you guys. Please keep that in mind. Please knead the dough. And then I already put it in the oven at this time for like about 5 minutes so that it can harden up for the stuff I'm gonna put on top of it. I am just making my protein, like the non-vegans would say, as if they're getting proteins from me. I'm dead, but sorry, no shade, LT. Okay, but for real though, I'm just frying up my mushrooms with some oregano, sea salt, black pepper, you know, the regular. And yeah, right. Oh, this one was interesting. This one was actually very interesting. I'm so glad I made this because I really wasn't going to, but I was just like, let me just try. I have all the ingredients. So this was coconut milk, sea moss, and then I put some salt in there and some onion powder. This cheese with the pizza, like they belonged together. Anyways, I was too lazy to blend any tomatoes, or any nothing. I was just too lazy on this day to do any of that because there are already a lot of dishes to wash at this point. But yeah, so I just put in some canned tomatoes, and canned tomato paste rather, and then I just season it up with my herbs and spices. I'm so sorry, you guys, that my dough looks like that. I don't know why it looks like it has dimples and cellulites and potholes and all that. I'm sorry, y'all. It's because I use my hands to spread it out. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do. You feel me? So, yeah, that's why I did that. And I'm just assembling now. You guys, this pizza was so good. I'm sorry I say everything is so good. But I swear, if something is not good, I will tell you guys when I make mistakes in my food. So I had some ripe burro bananas, and I was just like, what do I do with these burro bananas? Because I really did not want to make any smoothie with it. If you guys don't know, I don't like normal bananas. Like, I actually don't like bananas, period. So I was like, okay, let me try and make a banana tortilla. I don't know, but that was kind of like the jazz I was going for. I did not do any research, you guys, and you guys will see that obviously I did not do any research because it was so hard, y'all. Anyways, let's just keep going. So what you just saw me do is just pack up some to save for like later. So I just put that in the freezer. So now I'm just putting my avocado oil. And you guys, I think I put too much oil because it was so hard to freaking like solidify. Like, it was so hard. I had to put so much flour. And you guys, Asian flours are not cheap. Spell flour is not cheap. Like, these flours are not cheap, you guys. Like, oh Jesus. Like, this freaking stressed me out. But the results though, I was actually very glad I did it. I can't lie, because the results were amazing. I loved it. You couldn't even really taste the bananas, which was actually very surprising. Like, you really couldn't. It was really good though. I really liked it. So I'm just frying it up. It was very simple honestly, but trying to solidify was the real work these days. Making like a guac sauce or whatever, or like avocado like mash or whatever. So I think the best way to honestly peel your avocados is to peel your avocados. Like, don't scoop it out, don't do none of that. Just peel it, okay? You get all the like guts. So I'm just adding in olive oil. As you guys think, do you guys know that olive oil isn't supposed to be cooked? A cool fun fact for you today, girlies. But yeah, olive oil and coconut oil aren't supposed to be cooked because they turn acidic when you cook them. So that's why you're meant to eat them raw, like in salads, desserts, and all that fun stuff. So here I am basically making my bacon in quotes. So I basically season it the same way, just with my oregano, sea salt, cocoa aminos, all that. Please, if you want that nice crispy, like, sometimes mushrooms be tasting too mushroomy, you feel me? So you gotta like, press them down to remove all the excess water so that it doesn't taste mushroomy. You gotta figure out the magic, That's why people don't like mushrooms, because you're not taking out all the excess water in the mushrooms. Thinking like a roll. It was actually really good. No, for real, it was actually good for how simple it was. It was good. I just wanted to do design for y'all. I'm just mixing in, I believe this was just spelt and kumut, to be honest. I don't know why I'm doing all this extraness. I believe this was the Cinnabon or the Cinna rolls that I was making. Here I was just pouring in aquafaba. If you don't know what aquafaba is, it's basically the water of chickpeas, or the water that chickpeas was soaked in. So if you whip that water up, you guys, it turns like what do you call that? What's that word? Is it margarine? I don't know how to pronounce. English is hard, please. It's not my first language or my second or third. The texture that I got in the banana flatbread was actually the texture I really needed this cinnamon roll to have, this dough to have, but I didn't have enough aquafaba, so I was just like, okay, that's fine. But next time I will make sure I have enough, because I really needed that soft dough. You know how I was struggling to make that one hard? Like, this one I was struggling to make it soft. Like, what was going on this week, Favor? My mistake here was that I didn't put enough oil. Like, you see how it's powdery. Once I put it on the dough, I just was not feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I felt like it needed to be gooier. I just feel like it needed to have like that, chocolatey, like gooey, filling, because that's what it is. It's a filling. So I decided to pour some grapeseed oil on top of it. But next time I'm doing this, because I definitely, for sure, will be making this again. But honestly, I don't know why I was just that extra. But honestly though, I would put more grapeseed oil when I'm doing the mixture, instead of pouring it directly on top like I did here. Because no. It didn't do anything wrong, but I just feel like it would have been better if I put enough oil when it was still in the plate. You feel me? Just cutting it up now into small pieces. Yo, I wish this was bigger because this was so good. I don't even know why mine turned out so tiny and so small, but it did. It did. Ugh, look at that goodness. Okay, so I decided to make a filling. This, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. At the first bit, I was like, no, this is going all the way wrong, because the recipe I was even following, I already went off the recipe from the beginning. The person told me to use date sugar. I used dates. So first, I was already wrong. But you guys, it was so, oh God. Do you know why I love alkalinism? Because whatever you actually make is always eatable. I don't know how to explain it. Like, whatever you make is always eatable. And if it's not eatable, it's probably because you did not season it right. But I swear to God, every single thing you make that is alkaline is eatable. So this was kind of like my caramel, like, cream or whatever. So it was just like, I also put garbanzo beans. I'm sure you guys saw that. But like, I just put a little bit just to thicken it up a little bit. But you guys, and I froze the, and not freeze, but I put the remaining of the cream in the fridge. And it turned out to be like buttery and like, oh my God. I need to take it back. Let's take it back. And you people should see the material. I even put walnuts on top of it. I don't know if you call this a spread or like, I don't know, a sauce. I don't know. But it's basically made from tahini. Tahini is basically sesame seeds. And I think sesame seeds is actually okra. Don't quote me on that one, but I think so. But can you see how alkalinism works? It's crazy. But yeah, I just took my banana flatbread or pita that I made the other day, and I just spread that on top of it. Like, I was actually hungry this day and I just was too lazy to cook anything, so I just wanted something quick and easy. And then I just put some seaweed. It's crazy because when I was little, y'all, I actually tried seaweed. My mom's friend came back from somewhere Asia, and then I tried seaweed for the first time, and you guys, I actually threw up that day because it was so bad. But now I put nourish it and everything. Such a disgrace. Oh my God, I love it now. Like, no seaweed slander near me, thanks. But yeah, I also made another sauce to just put on top of it. I don't even remember what I did here, you guys. Like, and I did it off camera. I actually don't remember. And this is why I need to be recording and like taking down notes when I cook, because I actually don't. I eyeball everything. Anyways, now I'm just making. This was in the morning of one day, you guys. I don't even know what day it was, but I was trying to make eggs, or in quotes, eggs. But these is what I used to make my egg, like my scrambled omelette, all that. I use garbanzo beans, chickpea flour. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah. And I just put in some herbs and spices and seasonings and stuff. And you can literally just fry it as is, like after seasoning it. Like, you can even just put black pepper and salt and just fry it, and it's good like that. But I was feeling a bit extra today. I'm always feeling a bit extra, to be honest. And then I put in some vegetables. I put in bell peppers. I even put in mushrooms. I even put in anish, fennel. Honestly, if you do not take anything from this video, I genuinely feel like you guys should try fennel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. English, like I said, is not my first language. Thanks. T for things. Honestly though, like, you guys, if you ever see fennel in store, please grab it. Like, it's a life-changing vegetable. Like, I would never ever cook without fennel in my life again. Since the day I found it, I will never cook without fennel again. Like, the taste is just impeccable. Like, you gotta try it to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, look at how eggy that looks. Oh my gosh, is that egg or ex-sister? Probably ex-cousin. Please don't mind me, but yummy. And I just had that with pancakes this day. I didn't show you guys making the pancakes, girl, because you guys have seen that too many times, girl. So yeah.